here with Debbie Calladine. Hi, Debbie.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy to
Thanks
be here.
for yeah, thanks for excuse me coming on. And we had a Debbie and I have had a couple opportunities to chat about a few things, and we just thought, hey, let's come on live and talk about some of the stuff that each other is doing. 'Cause, I know Debbie's got some really amazing things on the go, and I've got, as I've told my viewers, that I've got some new things that I'm doing, and so I thought it'd be great that we could have the opportunity to shoot the breeze. So yeah, I just for context, um, I am doing coaching right now, of course, as people know, and I'm my coaching program for people with anxiety and stress and sort of mental limits is one that I'm calling a resilience mindset coaching. Now, you know, I I learn, about mindset coaching from people that are mindset coaches, and this is Debbie is actually my mindset coach at Conway Consulting. So I'm a client of Dave Conway, and Debbie is my coach and mentor, and has been absolutely fantastic for helping with mindset. But also, I mean, it's mindset and it's sales and it's business and it's more than just a single thing. So I don't know. I'm really appreciative of you, Debbie. So I don't know if you want to say anything more about what you do and Conway or whatever you like.
Thanks, Scotty. Yeah, I'm excited to be here with you today, and it really is. It's kind of like all encompassing what we do at Conway. It's like the mindset. It's changing your thinking. It's a little bit of the sales training, which is the program you're in, because mindset is everything, but skills pay the bills. We have to learn how to sell. If you know Earl Nightingale, I think it said our success in life depends on our ability to sell. So we ain't serving anybody until we sell them. So as coaches, consultants, salespeople out there, we have to know how to sell. And selling is a mental game. So we got to understand how the mind works, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we got to know how the mind works. So I love having you in our program, Scotty. And let's have a conversation about what you're up to.
Yeah,
And how
totally.
you
Uh,
helped me last week. How you helped me last week.
yeah, I totally want to get to that, and thank you for offering to talk about that. I just if it's okay, I just want to talk a little bit more about the Conway stuff and the consulting that you do in the mindset coaching and that and it relates to sales, and I just want to. I'm sure you've heard this all the time, Debbie, but I have never been a salesman. I've always been in healthcare and education, and I guess to some degree you're doing some sales there, and probably more so than I ever really realized, or it should have been anyway. But I always thought of salespeople as, fairly. I got an icky feeling, that sort of icky, sleazy kind of feeling around the idea of sales, but nothing could be further from the truth, especially the way that you guys are teaching it. And you guys um, teach it as opportunities to serve, and that really is it's about the service, and it's more about the giving than the getting, and that's a message that really resonates with me as someone who is a caring human who isn't out to although I want to be successful in my business, it's not about the money, it's about the people that I can help. And I just wanted to say that I really appreciate that message, and that it is about serving, and you're not about how much money can you make. It's about how many people can you serve, and that's the message. So I wanted to acknowledge that, and also thank you for that approach, because it really speaks to me.
Yeah, I love that, Scotty. It selling isn't doing something to someone, it's doing something for someone, right? And you're right, a lot of people get that icky feeling around salespeople. But the only way to really truly help someone is for them to be in our program or have our product or our service or whatever it is. So it is all about the service. It's having that servant heart, that servant mindset. It's like, how can I help this person today? How can I help them move the needle from where they are to where they want to go? So, and if the best way to help them is for them to become your client, have no problem offering them your service. And so it'll come down to kind of your ability to sell, your ability to serve that person and really make an impact on them, and help them make that shift. And that's essentially what we're doing at Conway Consulting. We're helping people make that shift from where they are to where they want to go. And really, selling is just service. That's all it is. It's just service. So the more good you can put out there, it'll come back. So just always go into every day with just like, who can I serve today? And it's really important. One of the best things Dave has taught me so much in the 3 years. And he says, you don't get paid from people, you get paid through them. And so what that means is that as long as you're putting good out there and you're helping people and you're improving every single day, and you're like really just making an impact on people, if that person doesn't say yes, but you serve that person a 10 out of 10 on that call or during that conversation, the sale generally comes through somewhere else. So as long as you're just putting good out there, the sale will come through. So don't ever have any fear, no worries, just have faith that everything always is moving into form, right? Everything's always moving into form. So trust the process, trust what you're attracting, just have a servant heart in every day. And I love that. I love that's what Dave teaches, because it's just so in alignment with me and with you too, Scotty. So that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What an amazing way of being I've been
Mm.
finding, and yeah, it's just it really is. It's been incredible, and not the least of which being that Conway serves people all over the world, but it's kind of neat that Debbie, you're in Saskatoon, I'm in Saskatoon, and Dave's from Saskatoon and is still
Yeah.
living in Saskatoon as well. So it's we're doing some great things here in the prairies.
We are doing great things in the prairies, And you know what? If we can make an impact around the world, and just like it really is, it's like just go out there and talk to people. Go out there and talk. It's like help them kind of like solve their problem. It's like find out what people want and help them get it. So I always say, you show Dave what you want. You tell Dave what you want, and he will show you how to get it. 100%. And I feel like you can help people with that too. People tell you what they want, Scotty, and you can show them how to get it, right?
Exactly. Oh, totally, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least what I'm learning anyway. It's a process for sure, but it's been an amazing drive so far. So, okay,
Absolutely.
so let's I want to talk to you about the technique that I am just about finished my training on. And if people have been following me for the last few weeks, they know what I'm talking about. It's BWRT, or brain working recursive therapy. And I'm not going to get into tons of detail on what it is, other than the fact that it is the originator of this program, psychotherapist in the UK. He's 82, and he's still teaching people how to do this method. Like, he's still the actual primary teacher, and he actually, even on, I'm going to share it after this video, on Facebook, put a really beautiful post together today that said what it is and why it's so effective, and he calls it a complete therapy system. And I think it's absolutely true. So really what we're trying to do is very, very similar to some of the things that I've learned in Conway in the consulting. And it's about changing the basic level reactions that we have in whether we're calling it our subconscious mind or our paradigm, or we're calling it our reptilian complex in our brain. What Terrence talks about. Terrence Watts is the gentleman that I'm talking about. He says that probably they're one and the same thing. There's the subconscious and the paradigm that we have around that, which is really the habits that we and the belief system that we have around the way we are, is not really any different than our reptilian complex and our lizard brain, which is the one that helps us at a very, very basic subconscious level determine if we're in a state of safety or a state of threat. So I find it really, really interesting that my worlds have kind of collided, in that we're talking subconscious, but we're also talking about real changes in the way the brain works. So I think it's super fascinating. But so Debbie was very kind to volunteer to just be a practice participant for me practice client for me, um, and agreed to come on and share some of her experiences with that. And so maybe without me doing any more prefacing, let's just see what are your thoughts on this BWRT, and did it help you? Did it make some changes for you? And you can talk about that in whatever detail you want.
Yeah. I think it was really cool, the whole experience, Scotty. I didn't know what to expect, even though you kind of explained it to me. I'm like, you don't really know until you actually experience it. So just being on that call with you and just trusting you, that was the first thing. I trust you. So I just kind of like let you guide me, let you ask me questions. I was honest, I was transparent, and I kind of have this block. There's a block that Scotty and I addressed that's kind of like affecting me. So we talked about that, and then Scotty kind of did his thing, and then I'm not even kidding you guys. It was like gone the next day. It was gone. Like the thing that was like triggering me was gone. And Scotty was like, let me know what happens when this kind of like the situation or scenario comes up again. And so it happened the next day. And I'm like, huh, didn't really faze me. Interesting. I'm like, really? Is it gone? Could it be that effective? Boom, like that. It's like accepting the idea. We teach this a lot in Conway. It's like accepting the idea that this could work, trusting the process, and just like expecting it to like go away. And it's like it went away. And then as a result, this week, I've had a lot more success in my business than I had a couple of weeks prior. So amazing. So if it worked for me, it's it's going to work for you guys too. If you're open, and Scotty's like just an amazing, he's just a gem of a guy. Just look at him. He's just got such good energy. He's kind, he's authentic. So you can really put your trust in him, you guys. He really knows what he's doing too. He's coming on the call with me and he's like, well, I'm still new at this. I'm like, at the end of that, I was like blown away. I'm like, holy crap, you know what you're doing? Go out there and offer the service, and go help people with it, because it helped me. So anyone listening, yeah, work with Scotty. It'll help you too. 100%.
Thank you so much. That's so kind words, Debbie. I really appreciate you,
True.
and I appreciate you wanting to say that. And I have not, other than the regular fees that I pay to Conway to be a part of their program, I have not paid Debbie to say this.
No, no, it's just coming from the heart, genuinely coming from
Yeah.
the heart. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the interesting thing about it, and maybe you can speak to this a little bit, is that the way that this is designed, it's different than other types of psychotherapy. It's different than talk therapy. It's different than counseling. I don't, and this is something that I told you, is I don't need to know really much about what your blockage is or what your problem is. I just need to know a high level, so that I know that I've got the right protocol that I'm running, because it's not about the awareness and the thought process, right? Because your problem wasn't that you were thinking incorrectly or something wasn't working well in terms of your thought process. It was a reaction, right?
Yeah.
It was a
Right there.
base level thing that just happened before you were even aware of it, which
Mhm.
is exactly what we're talking about when we talk about the subconscious, right? It's prior to level of awareness. So the beauty part from my perspective is that, because I'm not a counselor, I'm not a psychotherapist, I'm someone who is using this technique that I everyone that I talk to says it's effective and permanent, and really really amazing technique. And but it doesn't, you don't have to divulge your deepest darkest secrets, right?
Right. Right. That's the best part. It's like you can literally help anyone because they just have to kind of have that awareness, and kind of like you're really good at like talking through it with people, because I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel like, like I had to like reveal a whole bunch of things that were private. It was just the way you navigated it and the way you like helped me through it was like brilliant. At the end of that, I was like, wow, this is impressive. I've never seen anything like this. So it's like it's part of like making the unconscious part of us conscious so that we can change it. That's really what we're endeavoring to do, because our life, we're on autopilot, you guys. Anyone listening, we're on autopilot through the day. We have the same
Yeah.
thinking. It's the paradigm, it's the unconscious belief system that we all have that is like manifesting your life. So it's not what we know. It's kind of like what we believe, and these beliefs are in the subconscious mind. So we have to address them. We have to become aware of them, awareness first, and then we have to address them, and then be willing to change that. Because
That's right.
change on the outside is just change. We got to change on the inside, and that's what has to change is our thinking, our belief system. So
Yeah.
this is like it just lights me up because this is why I do what I do. I love it. And then,
Yeah.
and you have such a cool um opportunity to help people, Scotty. So this is going to be a game changer for so many people. So many
Thank
people.
you. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. And I really see a lot of synergies between the work, right? Yes, it's working on the mind, it's working on the subconscious from two completely different perspectives, but yet it's doing something very similar. I really like that Dave, when he talks about ways to change what he calls the paradigm, which is what we're also calling the subconscious, and he makes that link as well. And what I'm talking about when I talk about the primal reactions, the fight or flight responses, and the lizard brain, and that is that you can change that with really two main methods, and one is repetition, which is how most people go about doing it, and it can be effective, but it takes some time. The other way is through some sort of an emotional trigger or emotional response, and that's what I love about BWRT is that it's working at the level of the emotional response. And so what a great way to attack a previous paradigm that you're trying to change by not only having the emotional response but also having the repetition that goes along with it. What a cool way to work, I think.
So cool and so fast.
Yeah.
Right? Like you said, like repetition, like people to change a paradigm is no joke. Okay. It takes time, it takes consistency, it takes persistence, right? The diligence and just just the desire to keep going. But this is like a quicker way. So if you can combine both, I think both is best for like ultimate results. But like this is just amazing. I think this technique is brilliant and it's just going to help a lot of people. So if you want quick results, yes, get into the mindset of like changing your belief system through the repetition, through studying, through just like becoming aware of the unconscious. But let Scotty help you. Scotty can help you. I can help you too. Jump on a call with either one of us, with both of us, and we can help you change your life. Not kidding. Not kidding. We can help you change your life. Right, Scotty?
Love it. Totally, 100%. That is what we're in the business of doing, right? Helping people move beyond where they're feeling stuck, and
Yeah.
that is honestly the work that we're doing, and why I love working with you and with Conway, and because it supports what I'm doing 100%. And yeah, absolutely amazing experiences for sure.
Yeah. Life is too
So
short to stay stuck. Don't, if you keep living on a hamster wheel, you got to be willing to do something about it. You know
yeah,
what? The same thinking is going to get you the same results. And I
yeah,
see all the time with this work. I've been in this work for 3 years. I talk with people all around the world, and most people are not living the way they want to live. But you know what? We're human beings. We are powerful because we have a mind, and we can produce whatever results we want with our mind. Like, right? We always say, like, who else is manifesting your life but you? Who else is manifesting
mhm,
my life but me? So it's our mind
exactly.
that's producing our results. And so a lot of these things are like unconscious. I can help you. Scotty can help you. Just go all in on changing your life, changing your belief system. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it's 100% worth it.
Agreed, 100%. Yeah. Well, very well said, Debbie. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for those that have been watching and that watch the replay. And Debbie, thank you so much for coming on with me and sharing your experience. I greatly appreciate it. I really believe in this technique, and I just think more and more and more people need to know about it so that they can make the changes that you made and that I've made myself in the program in working with it. So thanks again for being open and honest and being willing to come on and share.
Thanks for having me, Scotty.
You
Okay.
bet. Okay. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.